So, Challengers of the Unknown picks up after the demise of Darkseid and the big shockwave that went around the universe. And Mr. Terrific has basically found four anomalies. That's right, four that apparently coincide with the demise of Darkseid. And he has tasked the Challengers of the Unknown to basically find out and explore the unknown and figure out what these anomalies actually are and see if they're a threat or not. Mr. Terrific also splits them up and assigns them each a member of the Justice League to help them out, like kind of like a liaison of sorts. The challengers aren't really okay with this. They kind of feel like they can handle this themselves, but Mr. Terrific doesn't really go for that, and he assigns them each their league member. Mr. Terrific also tells the challengers that they are the ones in charge when going on the missions, not the Justice League. The challengers are, because they have more of the experience with all the science mumbo jumbo. And in this particular issue, we follow Ace, Morgan, and Superman as they go to Mars to find this anomaly that's made of like this clear black glass, and they have to go study it and figure out what exactly is going on with this, and is it really going to affect anything, and is it caused actually by Darkseid himself? Because they're not really sure. Well, Mr. Terrific's not really sure if Darkseid isn't really gone. He believes that Darkseid is actually still around. He thinks that, you know, Darkseid is basically just laying low for the moment. But yeah. So let's take a look at the art for Challengers of the Unknown. I really like it. It's actually really, really good. I really like it. One thing that all the challengers have like a very distinct look and stuff when it comes to like their uniforms and stuff. Like they all stand out to a degree in this first for their design of them. Like you can tell them all apart. That's one thing I actually really do like. And we get a really nice like back and forth between challengers and Mr. Terrific in this first issue, where like, you know, they're kind of like, oh, I want to do my own thing and whatnot, and or they want to do their own thing. And they don't really need the Justice League and whatnot. But it turns out they're actually in charge when it comes to the missions that they go on. This particular issue, and I liked this scene right here with Ace and Superman, where they're talking about like Superman's new outfit. He wanted to match the challengers, and it was his idea to actually do that, which I found to be very, very fun, and like very kind of like, oh, that's kind of adorable that Superman kind of wants to fit in and not be like, fit in and be like one of the group, you know. I like that scene. And here's where we see Superman and Ace out on their mission on Mars and whatnot. And we do get some little slight action in this first issue. Not too much. This is around when Ace interacts with the anomaly. So we do get some action in this particular first scene. I don't want to really spoil too much, but they do run into a Green Lantern. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, that's some of the artwork. So there were things I liked and disliked about the Challengers of the Unknown. I'm really kind of in the middle. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Now, let me preference. This is the first Challengers of the Unknown book that I've ever read. I know who they are a little bit. I know that Jack Kirby created them, and then he basically created them as the Fantastic Four with no powers, but he created them before the Fantastic Four, so he basically ripped off the Challengers to create the Fantastic Four. That much I know. Now, this book, I have to say, the things I did not like about it is, one, it's normally not a book I would pick up because it's more science-y than superhero. There are superhero aspects in this book, but it's more of the science aspect on how they use superpowers to deal with scientific anomalies in this universe and whatnot. But things I actually did like, which might contradict me not liking the science stuff or the science talk and whatnot. I liked how Ace used Superman's powers to basically heat up a little tiny ion to basically break off a chip of this rock and whatnot. That was really cool. You know, this isn't a really action heavy book at first, so you know, it's not something I would normally check out and read. But I decided to give it the benefit of the doubt, and you know what? I enjoyed it enough to continue reading because I want to find out what exactly happens. Because this book actually connects into the question, and it also connects into a book we'll get later on in a couple months, which is called The Atom Project. So, you know, the challengers, you know, they got a lot of work to do, I guess. And for me personally, this was an above average book for me. There are aspects that I did like. I will be picking up the next, this story arc at least. I don't know if this is a mini series or an ongoing series, but I am interested to see where this leads going forward. I might not have got all the references and whatnot with the challengers and stuff, but I enjoyed it enough to continue on reading. Let me know your thoughts down below, comments. Have you read the challenges before? Are you interested in picking this up? Did you pick it up? Did you read it? Did you enjoy it? Or did you hate it? Let me know. I'm Otaku Mike, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.